Is it worth becoming a real estate agent in 2025? That's the big question. And with all the TV shows like Million Dollar Listing and Selling Sunset and all of the likes, you might be given a false perception of the true reality. But I'm going to tell you what it's really like and whether or not it's right for you. My name is Garth Ward. I've been in the industry for 13 years. I've sold over $1 billion worth of business, ran brokerages, sold $20 million plus properties, and I'm here to guide you through if it's the right decision for you. If you're considering it or you're interested in potentially partnering with me, you can click the link in the description below and you can schedule some time free, no obligation to do anything. Just schedule some time for us to have a conversation, okay? But let's start with the reality. The reality is this is a super simple business, but it's not easy. Really, you have to be able to help people buy and sell homes. That's the reality of this business. If you didn't know what being a realtor was or a real estate agent was, it is helping people buy and sell homes, which happens to be primarily people's most expensive asset. In general, it's not 100% of the time, but that's usually the case. So you have to be able to be a commensurate professional, understand what you're doing, understand the market, understand the process, understand the contracts, understand marketing, understand advertising. There is a lot of balls in the air that you have to be able to juggle properly. Okay, so that's the first thing. The next issue that you're going to abut is that every single person and their cousin's, aunt's, brother's, sister is all a real estate agent. Now, those numbers are going down, and we've seen a drastic fall off of real estate agents in the past 2 years because only 71% of agents have not sold a house in over a year. So if you want to win in this business, it is ultra competitive. You have to have a competitive spirit that is absolutely unequivocal. You have to be able to know your goals. If you don't know what your goals are, you can't reverse engineer your way into getting those goals. Now, I know a lot of people see these big dollar figures on these TV shows, like I mentioned, but the realities of this business are these. The average full-time real estate agent makes $46,000 a year before brokerage cost, before marketing costs, before taxes. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you are not going to try to be the top 10 or higher percentage in this business, it probably doesn't make sense for you. Unless you want to do this part-time as auxiliary income or something like that, which I'm happy to delve into in another video, what your main income is, if it's going to be real estate, you have to be better than the 9 agents next to you. Now, how do you actually do that? That is a big question and one that I answer in a lot of the other videos that I produce here on this channel. But today's focus is whether you should become an agent or not. If you're going to be an average agent, when you eliminate broker costs, marketing costs, and taxes, you could have just worked basically a minimum wage job full time and made similar amounts of money with less risk, less liability, less up and down, more predictable paychecks. So to that end, I would urge you, if that's your goal to be average, this is probably not the business for you. Now, let's look at the average paycheck of a real estate agent. Let's just take a normal sized property. Let's take like a $330,000 property across the United States. That's really kind of on the lower end, but it's probably where you're going to start selling the first properties that you represent. Let's say that you were able to get a 3% commission on that deal. Well, that's about a $10,000 gross commission income. You're going to have to pay your broker and some splits and fees. And depending on the place that you're at, you're going to walk away with anywhere from $4,500 to like $7,800, $7,915, something like that if you were with us. But the point is you're not actually getting those numbers that they show on the screen. So you have to reverse engineer your way to the numbers of income that you actually want. Now, to live and create a livable wage in this business, you have to be selling a property every month at minimum. That's just a minimum requirement. Now, how do you actually do that? You have to basically get 5 to 10 contacts, 5 to 10 conversations about real estate every single day with people that did not know you in the first place. If you're having conversations with people that already know you all the time, like everybody tells you, because if you listen to all these people that have been in the industry since the 1990s, they say, oh, just go talk to your sphere of influence. I'm going to tell you right now, if all you do is talk to your sphere of influence, you are never going to grow a sustainable and predictable business. That will not make you the top 1% unless you're willing to wait 20 years to get there. And I can tell you emphatically, if you wait the next 20 years to get there, you will be left behind by the agents that are utilizing technology and AI. You do not have the time for that. You have to be actively prospecting people that do not know you today. Now, if you are doing that, I lay out roadmaps of exactly what to do and how to do it and how to become a multi-six-figure earner very quickly. It's absolutely possible. I've trained thousands of agents to do it. You need to be doing open houses, cold calling, door knocking, farming, social media. There's lots of different things that you can do to start getting leads. But then how do you connect with those leads? Here's the problem. And I think this is a big crux in the industry. Everybody will say anybody can be a real estate agent because people have different personalities. And this might get me canceled, guys, but I'm going to tell you right now, not everybody should become a real estate agent. That's the point that you clicked on this video for. If you don't have a burning, fiery desire to make every goal that you have happen, if you are shy, if you are a person that is not willing to go engage with a stranger about real estate, if you're a person that is not willing to get out of your comfort zone and prospect for people, this is not the business for you. If you're scared of a phone call, not the business for you. If you're scared of sending an email or sending a text message, not the business for you. Now, that doesn't mean that it can't be later, and maybe you need to readjust your mindset and get rid of the fact that you have imposter syndrome and you don't think that you're worthy to do transactions. That's something that we can work on together. You can click a link in the description and schedule some time for us to have a conversation. If you're already an agent, you're contemplating whether maybe you should quit, maybe you shouldn't. I have had to tell people that they should probably quit. And I will be honest. I will give you the raw truth. We'll have a conversation. If you're interested, great. If you're not, that's fine. If you do want to become an agent and you're curious of what the best fit would be, the next thing that you're going to have to decide is where you're going to hang your license. Now, I've been at 4 different places. I've owned a brokerage myself. I built 4 offices. I had 137 agents working for me. And I can tell you without hesitation that where I am today, where my license sits today, is the best possible place that you could hang your license as well. Financially, educationally, and to future-proof your business, to create an exit from the business, to create equities in this business. If you don't know what I'm talking about, schedule a time to talk. I have a Zoom link right there. Now, here's the other thing. This business will chew you up if you are shy. It absolutely will, and it's unequivocal, and I'm not joking. It is not easy. It is not for the faint of heart. Because of that, I have to tell you, it would be disingenuous for me to say, get into this business if I don't think that you are a good fit. So if you're even just considering it, maybe you don't even have a license yet, you're thinking about taking the class and you're not sure, you can still schedule an appointment with me. Typically, all I do is schedule appointments with people that are already licensed and they're trying to grow and they're trying to get more business, or they're thinking about coming to work with me or something like that. In this instance, if you're watching the video right now and you don't even have a license, but you're thinking about it and you're not sure, connect with me. I'm happy to have the candid conversation with you. That being said, I'm going to give you the positives because that was a very doom and gloom segment there. I'm going to give you the positives. The positives are these. If you work hard and you do have the right personality fit and you are willing to crack through your comfort zone, I will tell you that you can make more money than a heart surgeon. You can make more money than a lawyer. You can make so much money it sets your family completely free. You can start investing into properties. You can start doing commercial properties. You can build an organization, a team, and I can help you with every single step along that process. So here's what I'm going to say. Is it worth it today? It is worth it today if you are willing to work hard. Properties do not sell immediately. Properties do not sell immediately like they did in COVID. A lot of people got their license right when COVID was happening. And you know what happened? They were able to pop in, put a home on the MLS. It popped on the little internet and it sold the next day. And they're like, I'm a real estate agent. But guess what? The market slowed down and it hit them in the face. And they realized, wow, I don't know what I'm doing in this business. All I did was take some photos and put it on the internet, and I did nothing else by way of marketing and advertising to differentiate this property or myself to continue getting business. During those couple years of time, agents made the most money they ever have. And here's what I'll say. If you position yourself properly right now, in the next 24 months, we are going to see a massive consolidation of business to not only the top 1% of agents, but to the not to the top 10% of agents, but to the top 1% of agents. Right now, 10% of the agents do 80% of all of the transactions. I believe and firmly believe that top 1% will start doing all 90% of the transactions. If you don't have a personal brand online, that is a problem. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're afraid of getting on a camera, if you're afraid of having a conversation, if you're afraid of recording yourself, creating a brand, this is not the business for you. But if it is, if you've stayed with me this long into the video and you're still considering it, click a link. Let's have a conversation. No obligation, no money. Let's just see if you're a good fit for this industry. And if you're already in this industry and you're watching this video and you're wondering why in the world are you not making $250,000, $500,000, $800,000 a year, let me know. I'm happy to guide you through next steps. And there's multiple different ways that we can partner together. I will see you guys on the next video.